Keir on the grid then. We've got Ema on pole, Lyra second, Amy third, Keir fourth, Callum down in fifth. On board with Callum there. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's a long hold, and away we go. Ema seems to get a good start, pulling away from Lyra there as they head down to turn 1. We've got Amy on the outside, looking to make a good go around the outside, and she goes into third place. What a good start there from the Fast India. Callum down in fifth as well, and the other Fast India there. Michael making a good start, getting up to 7th. Oh, and Chris diving up the inside, making contact with Daniel. What a shame. Daniel keeps having great starting positions, but keeps getting involved in contact. That's got to be a real shame. And Chris now dropping down the order as well. On board from the start with Michael. Makes a good start, immediately past Daniel off the start, and just seems to hold position as they go into turn 1. Sees the Cactus Motors head. Oh, he gets actually overtaken by Daniel around the outside, but manages to get it back as they go around the next couple of corners.
Very safe start from Michael, and that's exactly what he needed, given that he's second in the championship and he's ahead of his main championship rivals. Exactly what he needs to do. And here's Chris.
Chris diving up the inside and just doesn't have the room to make that move.
It's a big surprise because Chris is normally known as a very cautious driver in Formula I.
Yeah,
so
you got to think that might be Daniel's fault. Daniel was involved in a lot of accidents at the previous round in China, so that could be down to his mistakes there. George at the start, a lot of weaving through the field, but manages to weave his way through all of that, getting up into 13th position.
Behind Josh now, the championship leader.
Yeah, Josh losing position off the start, being overtaken by Will, who's in third in the championship, only a few points behind. And Will actually manages to go around the outside of Joseph as well, who had a really great starting position in the Ish tarmac. Here we see Keir in 4th position.
Winner of the last race, of course. Here comes Callum up the inside of him.
Yeah.
And he's taken the position.
Who's going to have the better power down the straight? You've got to think it'll be the Cheetah Racing, but can Callum hold it on around the outside? Not quite. Oh, and here comes the Cactus Motors of Jess going up the inside as well.
Yes.
Looking to get by. And she makes it.
Callum running a little wide off the exit of that corner. He tries to come back at Jess, but I think Jess has the position.
So that's got to be a real shame from Callum there. Looking to go past and then gets past himself. It's a big shame.
His teammate Amy has found his way past Lyra now.
Oh, it's a good move around the outside. Is there almost contact? No, there isn't. That is some good wheel-to-wheel racing there between two drivers that ran the same racing program of Fast Indies.
Flash Forward, of course, using their car from last season. They're doing an incredible job to putting on the front row. Here comes Will up the inside of Michael.
And here Callum looking to go up the inside of Jess as well, but has to back out of that. Will's been making up some good positions, already up 5 positions.
And he is now leading the main championship contenders.
He's managed to get past, as we saw, Michael just there, and he's looking to go past Callum. A bit of weaving on the straight. Callum locks up, and will go straight through, and so does Michael and Josh, and also Joseph as well. Callum just losing so many positions there at turn 3. That is, just gets on the curb, and then I think he just struggles to get gears as well as he tries to accelerate. But he's now looking to get back. Here comes the F1 here, side by side.
Callum's going to go around the outside of Joseph as well. He's made a mistake trying to get around the outside there before, and George is going to have a look at trying to get past. But doesn't quite make it.
Yeah, manages to hold him off. Callum thinking, learning from his previous mistake. And Amy's going over, and she's in the wall, and she's out from 2nd position. That's another major mistake from Fast India. They just... it seems that they keep going off at those left-handers. Fast left-handers into a tight right-hander. I think that's like the 4th time this season, certainly at least the 3rd, that a Fast Injury's gone off. And that's Lyra from then what would have been 2nd position as well, also retiring. Oh no, that's a major disaster.
The Fast India programme was disappointing, so the season continues. Of course, they won the championship last season. Here comes Jess.
Jess up the around the outside and then turns into the inside past Keir. That was under yellow flags, but as there wasn't an accident there, so there's not going to be any penalty. That was some good overtaking to get up into 2nd position now. As we see further down in the field, we've got Michael and Josh, line astern.
And Will is now 3rd.
That is a great set up 9 positions, helped by a few accidents, 4 of those positions, including one that was caused by his teammate. Here comes Michael now looking to get past Keir. Can Keir hold him off? Oh, nearly. And then Josh looking to get up the inside of both of them. They're looking to go 3 wide down the straight.
They really don't want to be risking this.
Here they come down into turn 5. Michael on the inside. and takes the position back from Josh.
Josh seems just to concede the position there. And there's Callum
Callum running
in
wide
the
again
background.
and loses another position. And also contact behind between one of the Christochrones and Alba.
So here's how Josh nearly made up 2 places, but
Has to back out with just the last second.
he's had a bit of a worse exit on the inside of the corner versus the other 2 cars on the outside, and then sensibly deciding to not fight his teammate into that one.
Yeah, he can't carry the speed around the outside either as well. Here comes Alba and Matt. And Matt runs away. Is he going to hit the wall? Yes, and he's out as well. Just exactly the same as Amy did 1 lap ago. Pulls off to the inside. Next corner. Oh, that's a massive disaster. And Daniel comes round and
Watch out for debris.
absolutely kicks the tyre into oblivion there.
We'll see if he has any damage from that. Here comes Kieran, he locks up, and Michael's made his way around the outside of him.
And then turns in and hits Josh as well. It's going to be a long run down the straight now. They're weaving. This is incredible side-by-side racing. They're not an inch between them as they keep weaving as they come down the straight. Oh, that was incredible.
Neither one wanted to give up that one. And here's Will trying to make a move on Jess for 2nd position.
Yeah, as he goes through it now. It was a Cactus Motor 1-2. Will's disrupted that. Has got up into 2nd place.
Ema a long way ahead of him. 9 seconds is the gap.
And here comes Kier running wide as well, losing loads of positions as he goes there. And looking to try and get the run now. He's back up into 8th place after some more crashes, but probably should think better of it. Keeps making mistakes. Oh, and Kira's actually the one making the mistakes now, running wide again. I think that's about the 3rd corner in a row that he's made a mistake. That gives Callum position to go up in 7th. Michael and Chris side by side all think better of it. There was a bit of weaving there.
Both Christopher running in the points.
Oh, and that's Kira out. He's crashed again at the next corner after making a mistake.
We lost the back end this time.
Yeah, we've been seeing that for the last 2 laps, Amy and Matt have just locked up and run wide. Instead, he loses the back end, smacks straight into the wall. And he's out of the race. That is a deadly corner, causing a lot of issues there. And also, we've just seen that Amy's out as well. With a puncher. That's a big shame there. See Chris locking up, running wide.
Runs a bit off the track. He's going to lose a place, or many places.
Loads of positions there. I think they're back 5 positions. It's very slippery when you get
Here
the
comes
grass.
Jess coming back at Will.
Oh, got second running out the final corner. And the fight's on for 2nd place now. Jess.
Will won't be liking this. Of course, as they battle, Michael and Josh, his championship rivals, are coming back towards them.
Yeah, Ema now has a very decisive lead of over 10 seconds, which is only going to get more. Oh, and here comes Will around the outside.
At the end of the lap.
He can't hold it onto the track. I think he got a pit call as well at the exact same time, which might have distracted him. Oh, and he's being held up by the traffic behind, and he can't get back onto the track yet until it's safe.
This is going to cost him a ton of time, because we've seen how close it is down in the midfield, so he might be waiting a long time for everyone to go
10th,
past.
11th, 12th. Oh, and the car goes off. That's Chris behind him, jumping off in the gravel.
They're going to have to wait together, it seems.
Oh,
And they're locking
interlock
wheels.
And Will goes airborne briefly.
And Chris gains the position.
Off-track overtake there, definitely. But not in the pit stops. Here comes Chris now, looking to go up the inside.
On lap 1, of course.
Yeah.
So he's made his way back into the points already.
That's a good recovery there. Will's open to do the same thing, but the field is a lot more spread out than it was earlier in the race.
So with Will off the track, it is now once again the Cactus Motors 1-2, followed by Affonier 3-4.
Yeah. Will coming into the pits, we did hear that pit call, and he's certainly going to want to get clean tyres after going off through the gravel there. Seeing Jess and Michael coming around through the final few corners, and that's Dan off as well, losing both the front tyres. Is it going to be the left-hander locking up the rear brakes exactly like him? Off he goes. He's not going to be very happy. There's been a lot of accidents there. If I was one of the team owners, I'd be on the radio now saying, be careful of that turn. There have been 4 accidents already there. A couple from blocking the front tyres, a couple from blocking the rear tyres. You just got to be really careful. Here comes Michael up the inside, really late. Oh, and there's contact, and it's forced Peter into a roll. He's on his roll cage. He's completely upside down, and he rights it right at the end. And Michael's also stopped as well.
And Peter seems to be able to keep going despite rolling over.
Yeah, well,
Not the first time we've seen that in Formula, right? Let's see what happens here.
Michael up the inside. He doesn't have any room given to him by Peter. I blame
Peter did squeeze him into the inside of the corner there. Peter could have gone further to the outside and carried it around the outside of the corner, but instead, Peter just didn't leave Michael any room. So
Yeah,
he can't really blame Michael for that one.
Yeah, he gets very lucky to be able to right himself on the track. Yeah, that's a big accident there, but he's managed to survive it and keep going.
Is the other Michael and Afonier running in third position.
Oh, here we see Albert and the Ishtarmach running wide, off into the gravel, in 10th place at the moment.
Still holding on to the place. Very strong race from Ishtarmach. Both of their cars running in the points.
Yeah.
They've only scored 1 point so far this season.
Well, it's a strong race when they qualify, and now they're scoring points with it at the moment. Oh, Jack being overtaken by Michael around the outside. I suggest that you give him a bit of space because Michael probably won't be too happy after that incident with Peter. Michael into the pits now from 4th. Here he comes now into his pit box.
See where he comes out. We're just past the halfway point of the race, and Afonier doing their normal thing of pitting after half distance. So we'll see where this puts him out. He should come out into reasonably clear air, but he's just behind George.
Yeah, there's going to be a few seconds of clear air, but he's also going to be a few seconds a lap quicker, I suspect, which means he's not going to have many laps until he's right on his tail and losing time.
Into the pits comes Tim.
From 11th place, just outside the points, looking to jump some people. Jess also in from 2nd as well now. Josh following right behind.
And in comes Joseph as well from 4th place. Joseph having an incredible race. He's keeping up with the Afoniers incredibly.
Yeah, that is quite remarkable from somebody that's only qualified for 3 other races all year. And out of the pits there you see Jess. Can they beat the Ishtarmach out of the pits? Almost!
It's remarkably close.
And they're coming out of the pits now as well with, I think, George going around the outside, slotting in just behind. He hasn't made his pit stop yet, which means Joseph is actually going to gain another position when George pits, and also I think when Ken pits as well.
So George was a long way back here, so this is a replay of what happened to him. He was on the inside defending against Michael, and he just ran off the track.
Yeah.
So
That was a big shame.
that was
there
why
for
we saw
George.
him so far back after that pit stop phase.
Yeah. Well, that's a big shame. He's looking to make up good positions there. So Albert going into the pits and Daniel coming out of it. Managed to come out in 10th position.
Here's Joseph and George.
Going around the outside. Joseph can't manage to get past there. That's a good run from George.
Ema comes into the pits from the lead. She should still comfortably have the lead even after this pit stop. Ema just in complete control.
Yeah, 2nd and 3rd place. Chris haven't pitted until this lap. Oh, that's when Callum pits. Chris is still going one more lap. Wow, he's only going to be pitting with 4 laps to go. Must have had a really heavy fuel load on to start with. Callum now into an almost empty pit lane. Pulls up to his pit stop, dropping down to 5th. We're expecting him to come out in 6th position. 6th. Here comes Joseph now, actually. Taking 7th place as well. And taking 6th. George running...
George, of course, hasn't pitted, so he would gain that position anyway, but he wanted to get past them quickly because Joseph is in a battle with the Afoniers.
Yeah. And here comes Daniel. Oh, he's on the grass and he's in the wall. 3 wheels being knocked off. That was a very violent impact. Coming through the last few corners. Just makes a slight mistake, gets on the grass and bang into the wall. That was a big impact there. He's out of the race now.
This will be the first time that Daniel has ever been
Yeah. And Daniel, that was a previous incident as well. That might have been why he was so far down the...
That would, if he had damage from that collision, then that would explain the crash that
Yeah, Michael was another accident. Not going to be very happy with that.
Daniel just running wide, coming back onto the track into Michael.
Yeah, Michael is going to be very upset about that. And Daniel actually managed to barge his way back through. We'd seen... He got quite lucky, as we've seen a few cars go off there already.
A few corners later, he just ends up in the barrier.
Yeah, you can't help but feel that is reminiscent of the previous crash he just had.
Yes.
And here we see Chris coming out of the pits now in 5th place.
Where will he come out relative to Callum is the question.
Callum looking to get past. He's being held back by George. George still hasn't pitted. It's going to be close between Callum and Chris, but Callum has the position in 7th now. That should become 6th when George makes his pit stop. So he doesn't have a crash. And here he comes now. George runs wide. Oh, there is a crash with Callum. Callum's on his side. Can he recover this? Oh no, he's stuck on his side. This is incredible. And he's recovered it. We've never seen anything like this in the whole history of Formula I. And he's managed to gain the recover back into 8th.
I have never seen that before. So here's George. And Callum coming up the inside. George just runs a bit wide and then steers into Callum, if you see. And his back wheel flips over Callum.
That is incredible. I don't think we're ever going to see anything like that ever again. I've never seen that in
This
any
is
other...
Chris, and he won't believe what he's seeing.
He can't count his lucky stars because he manages to get that position. George comes into the pits. Farsinger are not going to be happy with that one from George.
Remarkably, Callum is still running in 7th place.
Yeah. Oh, and Joseph now, a fire in the car of that. He's not going to be able to get back to the pits from there. That is a massive shame from the F tarmac. Chris has pulled out a nice margin. The only real battle is between George and Michael now. Less than a second between them, or about a second actually between them. Here comes Eva now out the final corner to the line, and as she wins the Japanese Grand Prix. Very well done there. It's a flawless race from start to finish from her.
Fantastic drive,
From
great
pole
job.
position, just pulling away as all the crashes happen behind her.
Feels like season 1 again, doesn't it?
Yeah. Cactus Motors haven't had a 1-2, I don't think, since season 1. They're back on top now with their new car. They had.
Oh, and there goes
There's Chris in the final corner from 14, spinning round. They're not losing any position, holding up. Years behind him. Yeah,
Here's Chris in 5th place.
come around the final corner. And Callum in 6th now.
Will recover to get another 7th place, but that's not what he will want given his championship rivals are both ahead of him.
Yeah, in 3rd and 4th, that's going to be a major disappointment. We'll see what happens now at the next race in Australia.
Oh, and there's also
There's still more races.
this is the battle for
Tim,
10th place.
For the last point, Tim goes around the outside of the final corner and managed to make the position. This is incredible.
And there's Alba in the background as well, taking
Alba up to 11th. Oh,
Not quite able to salvage a point for the Ish Tarmac team after
one of their only qualifying for the race, one of their only times they qualify for the races, and they haven't managed to score a point by a very small margin indeed.